what's important is they will understand, wives will understand that there is hope in the Lord. You know, when God gives hope to all of us, He is not just giving it to wives whose husbands are committing adultery. He's also giving it to wives who are experiencing domestic violence, to wives whose husbands are into drug addiction. I've seen it myself, and I will always encourage them with the same words that with God nothing is impossible. There is hope. In the process of God changing your husband, will you allow God to change you as well? So you have to be open about that. Not because your husband is hurting you, then he's the only sinner in the family. You also have to open your heart, your mind. I've counseled a lot of women who experienced domestic violence, and what we actually tell them is that there is still hope for your husband to change. However, they always come up with a question, but what about me? How do I protect myself? What about my life? You know, if it's a case of, it's a matter of life and death, then that's the time we advise a temporary separation, because you might not know really how to handle, especially if your life is already at stake, or even that of your children's lives. But we remind the women that it is not a reason to give up, because I've seen also some couples who have experienced the same thing, that you know, their husband has changed, and there was actually one who is now serving the Lord. And you know, a restoration could not have happened if the wife have given up. In the process of maybe a temporary separation, or while you're still there, it's how you will handle the situation. Like, you still continue to serve your husband, you still love him, do not be angry towards him, because sometimes you have to understand where your husband is coming from. Like, maybe he experienced domestic violence also from his own parents. I mean, he also experienced that with any member of the family, something like that. God can really change lives, then God can change our husband.